Welcome to the Hustle Wing podcast. Today we are joined by John Rush, the founder and CEO of Marsx. We're going to chat to him today, get to know him a little bit and a little bit more about Marsx, which is exciting. So yeah, thank you so much, John, for joining us. Thank you for your time. How are you doing today?
Yeah, thanks for inviting me, Easy. It's happy to be here.
Awesome, awesome. We're glad you came. So yeah, what does Marsx do? What do you guys do?
So Mars X is a development platform. So we help people build stuff really fast. By really fast, I mean in days, not
Oh,
months. Right.
okay.
And I'm a maker myself, so I'm launching a lot of stuff to the users, and I use Mars X to build all the stuff I'm launching. And I guess that's my secret why I'm launching so many products so fast.
Awesome, awesome. So, are you able to share your secret formula? How do you have such a quick turnaround time?
Well, that's the formula. Like basically, the traditional software development is extremely costly. It
Mm,
takes time, but the worst thing is that the maintenance is a burden. Like
mm,
once you launch and you have the users, and then you have this technical debt, and then you have to just fix bugs, etc. So,
mhm,
and most people who are solo makers, so like most of my customers are the people who are like either alone in the team or just two of
mhm,
them, and for them, as easier it is to maintain their software, as more time they have to market it, to sell it, to talk to the customers.
mhm,
And at the end of the day, the product that wins is the one who can spend more time on marketing and support
mm.
of the actual customers rather than coding. And just spending time on coding is the best way to fail, actually.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. Okay, cool. So, when did you start Mars X?
So I was building startups since 2009,
Wow.
so for like many
Yeah.
years, right? And I use traditional software development
Mhm,
practices like regular frameworks and languages. And in 2018, I realized that it is like the whole world of software development is stagnant. It's not actually innovating. Like
mm,
I'm building for 10 years
mhm,
and nothing changed. Like today, like in 2018 or
mhm.
2008, it would take me the same time to build the same website, for
Yeah.
example, or even more. And I'm like, 10 years passed. I thought I will be building stuff by thinking about stuff, in 20, looking ahead, 10 years
Yeah.
ahead. So then I felt like if nobody's building anything, if
Mhm,
nobody's solving this problem, I will solve it, at least for myself. So I had no plans of changing the world with anything.
mhm.
I was just building stuff for my own
Yeah.
use to simplify software development for myself.
Yeah.
So that started in 2018.
Okay.
But I was doing all the other stuff, and this was my side
Mm,
project. And it took me 2 years to just, make it useful to
yeah.
myself. And then in 2020, I got some friends using it. In 2021, I got more friends and their friends using it.
Mhm,
And suddenly I realized that there are like hundreds of projects running on Mars,
mm,
and it is actually useful for a lot of the
yeah.
people. And then in 2022, I just realized that this is very serious. I had investors reaching out to me and
Wow.
offering, the funding. I had people asking about this. So in 2022, I decided to go full in with this project and, uh, make a company out of it and
Mm.
launch it to the whole world.
Awesome.
So it
Awesome.
was not that long ago.
Yeah. Well, what, in like a year?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So does Mars only do websites or does it also do like apps and
Yeah, it is cross platform.
Mhm.
So it does everything
Okay.
like apps,
Yeah.
Android, iOS, and websites and web apps, and even strange platforms like TV, etc.
Okay.
So it is cross. Yeah, but now we're mostly focusing still on SaaS tools. So
Yeah.
the most common use case of using Mars
Mhm.
today is to build a SaaS
Yeah.
tool that's web,
Okay.
but it's capable of doing
Yeah.
everything. But uh, the world of consumer tech and the apps is so complicated, it's so hard to win there,
Mm.
that we don't see that as a good segment to target because almost everybody's failing there. And SaaS has slightly better
Yeah.
numbers, so there's more people succeeding with
Yeah.
SaaS than with mobile
Yeah.
apps.
Okay, cool. So if I wanted to create something, let's say a SaaS product, and I went to Mars X and I asked you guys, do I have to like know how to code myself, or do I just like show you guys what I want and you guys take it away? Like, how does it work? Like the day to day to.
Well, we have a couple of platforms you can use. So Mars X is for developers.
Mhm.
So you have to know how to code.
Got it.
It just makes the coder 100x more
Oh,
powerful
I
than
see.
without
Okay.
Mars. But then we have the other tool called Unicorn Platform,
Hmm.
which is a website builder that's 100% no code.
Oh.
So you have to know nothing about the
Hmm.
code, and it uses AI as well,
Hmm.
that helps you. So you can build a website, not SaaS, but a
Yeah.
website like several pages, a
Yeah.
website with stuff or landing pages,
Okay.
in 5 minutes, like just with AI, just with moving blocks
Yeah.
around, and you get some beautiful stuff out using templates and etc. So I built
Awesome.
a lot of my directories, which some of them went viral, such as all GPTs, for
Yeah.
example, with half a million visitors in November,
Uh-huh.
and I built that on Unicorn platform,
Okay.
like without a line of code.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so cool. Okay, awesome. Great. So then, yeah, what's the long term vision for Mars? I mean, you guys are still fairly new in the game right now, so I'm sure you're just building up momentum. But do you have like an end goal for it?
Yeah. Well, our end goal is that Mars is powering pretty much all software development in the
Okay.
world and becomes like intranet. Intranet is a technology actually, but we relate to internet as to a word like
Yeah.
everyone is in internet, right? So our goal with Mars is to just have such a high adoption that when people build stuff,
They go to you.
it's on Mars and they don't even think about
Yeah.
that. So basically, our end goal is total domination and monopolization of the whole software development world. That's our end goal.
I love
But we have a strategy to get there step by step,
okay.
and it's a far end,
Yeah.
like a 10-year end goal.
Amazing, amazing, cool. So, what are some of the challenges that you guys are facing at Mars X at the moment?
People, I guess. So it's my main
Okay.
challenge all my life. So it is easy to get capital if you're building cool stuff. Capital comes to you, right? So people think it's hard to raise money. No, if you're building interesting stuff, people talk about that. You have some users,
Mm,
then investors reach out to you,
mm,
right? I, it's also not that hard to get users because if you're like building something for a specific niche and you're clear on the way you describe it
mhm.
and you spend time on that, people notice it, they share with their friends, and then you get some
Yeah,
users. And it's easy to build stuff. That's the easiest part, but the hardest part is to find people who do that
yeah.
in a good way, right? So hiring and finding great people
Mm,
is my main challenge
mm.
before today and I think tomorrow.
Okay. Well, that's an interesting challenge. So, I think the best way to segue from there then is, what specifically are you looking for in a person? What makes them the right fit?
Yeah. So the key thing I look is that person has to be, uh, you know, lazy like hell, but at the same time, really, really energetic. So usually lazy people are low on energy,
Yeah.
right? But if you're lazy and high on
Uh-huh.
energy, it means you want to do stuff, like mentally you want
Yeah.
that, but physically you are kind of, nah, I don't want. And that's the best people. Why? Because if you give them the task, they really want to get that done,
Mm,
but they don't want to do the work. And if they don't want to do the work, they will look for the easiest path to get that done.
okay.
Because people who like their work, they're like, with all respect, but they're the worst employee or the worst founder, because they will just enjoy the work and they will never try to shorten
Yeah.
or find a way to do it faster because they enjoy
Yeah.
it. Why would you shorten something you
Yeah.
enjoy? You always shorten the process you don't
Yeah.
enjoy, right? That's why those are the key. Like, I want laziest people who are high on energy, who are like, don't sleep, they just want to do stuff.
That's so interesting. I've never thought of it that way, but I hear you. Definitely. When I'm lazy, I will find the quickest way to get things done so I know I'm done with it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's crazy. Thank you for sharing. So, yeah. So, what sort of assistance would you need from our community? So, you did mention that you're trying to get users. Are you interested in hearing from like would marketing side? Is that something that you're interested in going into, like getting a strategy out there, maybe affiliate marketing or influencing or social media or whatever?
Yeah. Yeah. So, I have strong belief
Hmm.
in in the fact that the future belongs to those who know how to hold attention. So
Mm,
basically, attention is the most scarce thing
yeah.
in the today's world
Mm,
and in tomorrow's world.
that's,
That's why, like, I'm looking for people who know how to get that
mhm.
attention, who have that attention, like influencers, people with newsletters, people with good marketing skills who already have audiences,
Yeah.
and then I have a lot of tools and directories and SaaS and everything, all the software.
Hmm.
And when you put these things together, everybody benefits. So the software gets exposed to the group, and then
Mm,
you know the group benefits, and then the partner benefits because of affiliate partnerships,
yeah.
etc. So we're looking for affiliate partners for pretty much all of our tools. We're looking for people who have audiences that fit well with our
Yeah.
tools, so that they could become our ambassadors,
Yeah.
or again affiliate marketers, or just part of our team.
Yeah.
And also we're looking for people who have audiences, and they have ideas on what could be beneficial to this audience,
Mm,
that we could actually build
okay.
for that audience and launch together. So basically, co-found a project.
Yeah.
So we're co-founding projects with a lot of people,
Okay.
and it works really, really well.
Awesome. So, yeah. So that does that mean that you would be, our tech side would be able to reach out to you, our software developers, UX, and UI designers, people like that can reach out to you and pitch any sort of features that you or co-found projects together. Would you?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, exactly.
Okay, great. Cool. Awesome. Well then, yeah, thank you so much. I think I love that. I love the idea. I love the concept. To be honest, I'm not really much of a coder, so I don't really know much on the software development side, but I see the need for it. I understand why you built it.
Yeah,
And honestly, if it hadn't shifted in the past 10 years, then as the forefront of tech, you guys are spend all day, on the the
yeah.
coding side. If you make it easier for them, it must be nice. So awesome, awesome. I really do wish you all the best in your endeavors, and it was amazing chatting to you.
Yeah, thanks, Izzy. Thanks for having me on this
Thank you.
chat.
Thank you.